Across the deserts of Rajasthan in India, scientists have discovered something that shouldn't exist. Buried beneath the sands lie layers of fused, glass-like material, identical to what is created during modern nuclear explosions. The local legends speak of gods waging wars in the sky, using weapons brighter than 1,000 suns. For decades, mainstream historians dismiss these tales as mere mythology. But what if they were true? What if our planet had already experienced a global-scale war long before recorded history began? The Vedic texts, some of the oldest writings on Earth, describe iron thunderbolts and fire arrows that could destroy entire cities in seconds. These accounts are disturbingly similar to modern nuclear weaponry, yet they are thousands of years old. In 1972, a team of archaeologists in Mohenjo-Daro, an ancient city in modern-day Pakistan, uncovered human skeletons lying in the streets, perfectly preserved, as if the inhabitants had fallen instantly. What shocked researchers was the level of radiation in the bones, far higher than anything naturally occurring in the region. Nearby, they found strange black stones scattered among the ruins. When tested, these stones turned out to be fragments of sand and clay that had been melted at extreme temperatures, far beyond what wood or even conventional fire could produce. The only known process capable of this level of heat is a nuclear explosion. But Mohenjo-Daro is estimated to be over 4,000 years old. How could a civilization that ancient have harnessed such destructive power? And if they did, who gave it to them? Evidence of a possible ancient nuclear catastrophe isn't limited to South Asia. In Africa's Gabon region, scientists discovered a natural uranium deposit that had been depleted, as if it had already been used in a massive reactor. Known as the Oklo reactor, this site baffled experts when it was found in 1972. Some argued it was a rare natural phenomenon, but others whispered a darker possibility: the remnants of ancient nuclear technology. Then there's the desert of Nevada, where glassy craters known as tektites bear an eerie resemblance to the test sites of modern atomic bombs. Across the Middle East, in places like the ancient city of Sodom, geological layers show sudden destruction, scorching, and high-temperature melting of stone, matching descriptions in sacred texts of fire and brimstone raining from the sky. These patterns, radiation, sudden devastation, and fused glass appear in multiple continents. Could they be the fingerprints of a forgotten planet-wide conflict, one that erased nearly all traces of its participants? If such a war truly happened, then the biggest question is, who fought it? Some researchers believe it was humanity itself, an advanced civilization that rose to technological heights long before our current recorded history, only to destroy itself in a nuclear apocalypse. Others suggest a more unsettling theory, that these were not human wars at all. Ancient astronaut theorists point to myths from across the world, from the Sumerian tales of sky gods to the Hopi legends of star beings, describing powerful entities descending from above, engaging in battles that scarred the earth. The Mahabharata, an ancient Indian epic, tells of a weapon called the Brahma straw, said to release a single projectile charged with all the power of the universe. The description matches the effects of a nuclear detonation: blinding light, intense heat, shock waves, and widespread death. If these stories are based on real events, then perhaps we were not merely bystanders in these cosmic battles. Perhaps we were the battleground. Some scientists argue that the signs of ancient nuclear events could be explained by natural disasters, asteroid impacts, volcanic eruptions, or rare geological phenomena. But there's a problem. The destruction patterns are too precise. In Mohenjo-Daro, the blast seems to have hit only the central part of the city, leaving the outskirts almost untouched, exactly how a targeted weapon would behave. In Gabon, the uranium depletion is too even and efficient for a random process. It mirrors the patterns found in modern nuclear reactors. Even more mysterious are the ancient maps and artifacts that seem to depict Earth as it looked thousands of years before modern cartography. If someone had the technology to view the planet from above, could they also have possessed weapons capable of altering it forever? And if that's the case, who erased their memory from history, and why? One of the most chilling possibilities is that the war was deliberate, not an accident, but an intentional reset of civilization. Ancient legends often speak of gods punishing humanity for its arrogance, cleansing the earth with fire, and starting over with a few survivors. In this theory, the gods might have been advanced beings, whether human or extraterrestrial, who decided that humanity had become too dangerous. A nuclear exchange could wipe out cities, infrastructure, and knowledge, forcing survivors back to a primitive state, erasing centuries of progress in a matter of hours. Some point to the sudden appearance of advanced skills in later civilizations, like the precise stonework of the Inca or the astronomical knowledge of the Mayans, as remnants of a lost world, carried forward by the descendants of those who survived the last Great War. If true, it means our current civilization may not be the first, and it might not be the last. Archaeologists have also uncovered strange metallic spheres, ancient alloys, and inexplicable machinery embedded in rock layers millions of years old, known as OOP arts, or out-of-place artifacts. Some of these objects show machining marks and precision that rival modern engineering. In India's Rajasthan desert, there's a patch of land where nothing grows. Radiation levels remain abnormally high, and local legends speak of a great flash in the sky that turned sand into glass and wiped out entire villages in an instant. The site's characteristics bear striking similarity to the aftermath of modern nuclear tests. Even Antarctica, beneath its thick ice, may hide the ruins of an ancient war-torn civilization. Satellite images have revealed geometric shapes, symmetrical patterns, and massive buried structures, sparking speculation that they could be the remains of cities destroyed long before the ice covered them. Could it be that the scars of this ancient nuclear war are scattered across every corner of the planet, waiting for us to recognize them? If an ancient nuclear war really occurred, then the survivors must have carried fragments of that knowledge into the future, enough to spark myths, legends, and warnings for generations to come. Many ancient texts speak of forbidden weapons or powers not meant for man, suggesting that those who knew of the devastation wanted to prevent history from repeating itself. But human nature is relentless. Curiosity, ambition, and conflict eventually drove us back toward the same technological path. In just the last century, we rediscovered nuclear power, And within decades, we built weapons capable of ending life on Earth. This raises an unsettling question. Are we unknowingly following the same trajectory as the lost civilization before us? And if so, is our fate already written? Some theorists believe that certain world powers already know the truth, that they have uncovered undeniable evidence of past global destruction, but keep it classified to avoid mass panic. They argue that secret archives, hidden ruins, and even artifacts recovered from beneath the oceans might reveal how advanced and how dangerous our predecessors truly were. If such knowledge exists, it could explain the rush for technological dominance in the modern era.
Perhaps nations are racing not just against each other, but against time itself, desperate to master ancient science before another reset occurs. And here's the most disturbing possibility. What if the force that destroyed the last civilization was not from Earth at all, and it is coming back? Imagine the truth finally coming to light. Archaeologists unearthing undeniable proof of an ancient nuclear war. Scientists confirming the dates, and governments forced to admit that humanity is living on borrowed time. The world would change overnight. Religions might see it as confirmation of ancient prophecies. Scientists would warn of repeating the same mistakes, and conspiracy theorists would ask the question no one wants to answer. Was the destruction caused by us, or by something far more advanced watching from the shadows? If history really did reset once before, it means we're not at the peak of human achievement. We're just the latest chapter in a cycle that could close at any moment. The ruins, the legends, the scars in the earth, they may be warnings left by those who came before, whispering to us across the ages. Don't make the same mistake.